I'm here to do a brake change on a Lincoln MKS 2009. You're going to need a ratchet and a socket, 17 millimeter, to get rid of the slide pin bolt, some lube for the slide and the caliper, some anti-seize for your tire going back on, some WD-40 to break the bolt loose, something to take your tire off, a C-clamp, and a board to push the cylinder back in, and a little crescent wrench in case we need it because the slide gets stuck, and some new brakes. First thing you want to do is undo the cap to the brake fluid so it doesn't build pressure. Then you're going to come over here and put your jack in the right spot, jack it up, take the tire off. Now I just broke each bolt loose. You want to go in a star pattern, never around. Now I'm going to jack my car. Tire move, good to go. Now I'm going to take the tire off. Okay, now I got the tire off. We're going to be getting these two guide pins here, slide pins. It's a bolt here and a bolt down here. We're going to hit them with some PV Blaster now to loosen them up. Just a little bit, you don't need a lot. I'll let them sit for a second. Now, when we unhook these two bolts, this is going to come off, just flip up. The brakes are going to ride on these rattle clips. Now, you can change the rattle clips, but I changed mine last year and they're pretty good, so I'm just going to use the same rattle clips. But if you need to, your brakes that you get will have rattle clips to install. And if you're going to install these rattle clips, you're going to want to take a picture of it so you know what you're looking at the next time when you rip it all apart, or like a little mini video so you know exactly how they go. Alright, now I'm gonna grab my wrench. Now sometimes these can be really get on there pretty good, so what I try to do is get something like a little cheater pipe going so you don't, when you hook it up here, up here you got a little bit of extension, so you made it longer, help cheat it out, and then just crank it down and it usually comes right off when you get a cheater, but most of the time I can get them right off, but these ones for some reason won't come out, so I gotta put a little bit of cheat on it. Once they break loose, they usually come right out. Do this guy up here. There. This bottom guy down here. Alright, there, good to go. Now all that comes out is this unit right here. This unit should come right out. There, you can flip it, and you can flip it right up top here. Usually they want you to hang it. Get a zip tie, hang up here, throw in here a zip tie. But the way this car is, it works pretty good. I just set it up top like that, make sure it's not going to go anywhere. It looks pretty good in here, a little dirty. I'm going to clean this out. Put some lube up in these slides here so this can slide, because this unit cylinder slides in and out. You don't want debris up in here. So you want to clean this out, put lube up in here, and here's the brakes. They just slide right out, just like this. They're still pretty good, but it's time for my inspection, and I know they'll pass it, but winter's coming, and by the end of winter I'm gonna need one, so I might as well do it right now. That's an old one. That's a new one. So I mean, they're used, but they're still good. You got about even wear on both sides, which means the slide's working. And I'll take this out here. So now I clean them up, and now I'm going to add the lube. I got it at Napa. It's Ultra Brake Parts lubricant. Just going to rub it around here, up into the slide, back up in here, so when I compress it in and it comes out, it's still nice and lubed. Okay, now I lubed it up and just want to wipe up around the caliper so it's all cleaned up. Then you want to come back to here, these slides here, pull this out of the way. Try to work. See, this should move freely like this and slide back and forth. You want to unhook the boot, slide this out. You want to clean this up and then add some more lube. Now I got a bunch more lube on it, and we're going to slide it in here like this. And then you want to move it freely like this, make sure it's good to go, and relatch that. Oh, I can't see here. Where am I at here? This is the bait. Relatch this, make sure it comes up and over. There we go, locks on, and you're good to go. With this, do the same thing with this one. Now, if for some reason this won't come loose here, this doesn't want to come loose, that's what that crescent wrench is for. You just take a crescent wrench, throw her on here like this, move her back and forth. And you don't want to hook the boot when you do this so you don't tear the boot. But you just move it back and forth and then try to work its way all the way out so you can get it out. And then do the same thing you did up top. Now that your slides are lubed, both slides are lubed, your cylinder's lubed, now we can compress these two cylinders back up in to make them flush so the new pads will fit on. So you're going to need your board, throw it right here, get your C-clamp, and you put it, I gotta hold on a second. So now you got your C-clamp hooked up in here, back behind here, back on it, and we're going to twist it in a little bit and then move it to this side, twist it a little bit, and slowly work both of the cylinders back in. Now you can go, I'm doing it right now, but you can go probably right in the center and try to push them all in, or one side at a time, but I do little bit by little bit just to make sure that it doesn't mess up, you know. You don't want one side locking up the other. Alright, now I'm done here. See, it's compressed all the way back. So it's in there now. I can take my C-clamp off. Now that the cylinders are back in, we can put these brake pads on now. They go in here like this. They should go just like this. Push up against there like that. The other one should do the same thing on this side. Put these little clamps like this. Press up against it just like that. Good to go like that. It's good like that. And now we take the caliper, flip it upside down like this. I'll spin it about with a bone. Sorry for the video here. And we want to put it right over top of the other one. The slide's giving us a little problem. And you got these little ears in the slide here. You want to put them so they fit inside there like that, lock like that. They should sit like that on both of them. And then you just put the bolts back in. If I can stop the video here. Now that both the bolts are on, I need to set both these bolts to 53 foot-pounds. So I've got my torque wrench here. It's a Pittsburgh torque wrench. And I set it to 53 pounds. I had already set it. But it's this knob right here. On the bottom, you loosen it, and you're free to adjust it to wherever you want. You get it to the line, to 0, and that's like 50. And then I go 3 past it, so 53. Relock this in. Put my socket on there. Get them both closed, torque it till you can hear the click. Now your tires, They're 98 foot-pounds. You want to tighten them up. 98 foot-pounds. It'll break when you hit the 98. There you go. That's a break. Do it again on this guy. There it goes again. And you do the same thing in a star pattern to tighten it all up. Now I get my brakes at Napa. You can get them all over the place, online. There's different places you can get parts online to save mad money. And some other fixes on my MKS. I'll be doing that because if anybody knows they own an MKS or any kind of high-end vehicle like this, the parts and label are ridiculous. So this cost me 50 bucks for this brakes. It's a lifetime warranty or a 3-year warranty. You just change them before 3 years and bring them back. I did it last year, so this cost me absolutely nothing. $50 forever in your labor, in comparison to probably around $300 every time. So if you want to save more money or learn how to find the right part for really cheap, keep watching. All right, thanks. Bye.